next video is going to demonstrate a number of exercises in the horizontal position. In this video, we'll be focusing on whole body exercises that can be performed lying down. Again, we'll work for 30 seconds on and have a 30-second break. We'll do an explanation video at the start, and these videos will be especially good for the patients who have long COVID who find exercising in the upright position quite challenging, but obviously they can be done by anybody.
This exercise is called the leg raise, and it's a great exercise for strengthening the muscles in your legs. So first, before you start, you're going to activate your core. So a good cue for doing this is imagine that you're tensing the muscles in your stomach, and also that you're trying to pull the back of your waistband into the floor. And that should help make sure that you've activated your core. Then what you're going to do is lift one leg, keeping your knee straight, up as high as is comfortable, and then lift back down. And you're going to alternate legs. So once you've done one leg, you're then going to do the other leg. So only go as high as is comfortable. This exercise shouldn't cause you any pain, but you should feel that your muscles in the front of your leg are working. And as with all the other exercises, it's important to go nice and slowly, so you can count 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down. This exercise is called the Glute Bridge, and it's a really good exercise for strengthening your core, your glutes and your legs. So before we start, it's really important to get the technique right. So what you're first going to do is activate your core by tensing the muscles in your stomach, and imagine that you're trying to pull the back of your waistband down into the floor. And then you're also going to squeeze your glutes, which are the muscles around your bum. And then once you've activated both your core and your glutes, you're going to slowly lift up your hips off the floor and then slowly come back down. So if you like, you can count to 3 on the way up and then 3 on the way down. And Jennifer is just going to show you some reps now. So it's really important not to arch your back in this exercise, which is why we ask you to activate your core and your glutes, because it helps you to stop arching your back. But only raise your hips up as far as you can go without arching your back, as this will help you get the most benefits out of the exercise. This video is going to show you the quad hold, which is a great exercise for strengthening your quads muscle, which is a large muscle group at the front and at the top of your leg. And the quads are really important in everyday activities like standing up out of a chair, walking and running. So for this exercise, all we're going to do is leave the leg on the floor and we're just going to squeeze the quads muscle. So imagine that you're trying to straighten out your knee as much as you can and squeezing this muscle. We're going to hold that for about 5 seconds and then relax. And then we're going to squeeze the other leg for about 5 seconds and then relax. And if you repeat this 3 times on each leg, you should reach your 30 seconds. This exercise is called the chest press, and it's a great exercise for strengthening the muscles in and around your shoulder and also the muscles in and around the sides of your chest. So our starting position is going to be lying on our back on the floor with our elbows on the floor and our elbows bent to about 90 degrees as Jennifer is showing. And we're just going to practice the exercise without weights first so we can get the technique right. So from your elbows on the floor, you're going to press up and extend your elbows, pointing your hands up towards the ceiling, and then slowly bring your elbows back down to touch the ground. And we're just going to repeat that, and as with all our other exercises, make sure you go nice and slowly, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. When you're very comfortable with the technique and doing the exercise without the weights, you can progress by adding a light weight. So we're repeating the same movement, going nice and slowly, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. And when this weight gets too easy, you can progress by slowly adding more weight, making sure that you're comfortable with the exercise the entire time. This exercise is called the Triceps Dip, and it's a great exercise for strengthening your triceps, which are the muscles at the back of your upper arm. So what we're first going to do is activate our core, because for this exercise it can be really tempting to arch our back, but we don't want to do that. We want to keep a nice and neutral spine or back. And how we're going to do that is tense the muscles in our stomach, and just imagine that you're bringing the back of your waistband to the floor, and that will help you from arching your back. So we're going to start in the starting position with elbows slightly bent, arms pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to bring our shoulders slightly back, and then we're going to bend our elbows behind our head. We're then going to straighten our elbows and then bring our shoulders back to the starting position, pointing towards the ceiling. When you're very comfortable with the technique, and it can be a bit of a difficult technique at the start, we suggest that you start by adding very light weights and then repeating the same movement. And just make sure you go nice and slowly, so 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down. And you should feel that this exercise is causing a sort of stretching feeling or feeling that your muscles are working at the back of your upper arm.